everyone, Dragon Souls here. This message, and before we get into anything at all, I got a direct message going straight to Darrell, and the question he might be wondering, and all y'all might be wondering, even some idiot out there wondering, oh, is he gonna actually talk shit about Darrell? Is he gonna actually put Darrell down and this man and talk bad like he did me? Nope. Nope, not at all, In fact, this is actually some things I was wanting to say and get off my chest. Okay. Now, first of all, to everyone who's celebrating Labor Day in the U.S., all I can say is to everyone, today is Monday, and by the way, today is Monday. I'm releasing this video, and today is Labor Day. So anybody who celebrates it, like some people in U.S. does, in the world, then happy Labor Day to everybody. Okay, to all my subscribers. Okay, except for one person, which I ain't gonna mention her name. So this is a direct message to Darrell. He has my oos. Yeet. He is my brother. Yeet. From another mother. And he is, I don't know if I said this enough, but he is my oos. Yeet. And most importantly, he is my best friend and also a best co-op player in the whole world. Yeet. The reason why, Darrell, the reason why I haven't, I know for the past few days, almost nearly a week, actually it's been, I feel like to me it's been a week. Whenever I was either working on something like videos, you know, spending time with my girlfriend, you know, and you know, etc. You know, spend some time with my girlfriend, you know, and spend time with my family and everything, you know, and I was like, I can't, and I saw a thing on my phone saying that Darrell sent Fast Hand sent you an invite to the party chat. And I said, I know where this is going. I know Darrell's missing me, and I really miss him too. I really do miss him really bad, you know. But I had to take some time away from Darrell, and mostly away from the internet as well, to spend some time with my girlfriend and spend some time with my family, and also work on the Dukes of Hazzard videos, you know, and among everything else. Okay. The thing is, my girlfriend on the 21st of this month, I'm not going to go into a lot of details about what happened there, but all I can say is, just in case I hadn't already said it, my girlfriend was sitting right here, and she was here. I was in a party chat with Darrell and someone else, you know, and on my video I told that certain person, don't push me, okay? Because Darrell has also told him he's wanting to be your friend, but you're just pushing him away, and you're not letting him be your friend. You know, he's wanting to be your friend, you know, and he just kept pushing, you know, to where I just got tired of it, you know, and so all of a sudden I was sitting there, and Darrell got me in a party chat with him, you know. My girlfriend was sitting next to me. She's like, who is this guy? And I kind of explained it to her without Darrell knowing about it and them not hearing it. She said, go ahead and get in the party chat with them and see what they want, okay? I said, okay. She's like, I got the headphones, I got these Xbox headphones on with the microphone, and I'm gonna, the mic's muted, they can't hear me. So I just want to hear, I just actually want to listen and actually hear what goes on in here, you know, what this guy has to say, okay? So she did, okay? She did, and basically, he basically said a lot, he said a lot of things, you know, that wasn't none of my business, by the way. None of our business, by the way. It had nothing to do with us. But he was trying to insult me with it, you know, which I didn't care, you know. But the problem what the problem with my girlfriend had with it though, is that she heard him threaten me, okay? She heard him threatening me with telling me that he was going to sit here. I told myself I was going to give him. I told myself I'll be making a video with the Dukes Hazard video, along with the video the Dukes Hazard, you know. And I was trying to let him know I was going to give him and Daryl shout outs for what they done for helping me out with it, you know. And all he could do is sit here and threaten to copyright strike my video down, the Dukes of Hazzard. My girlfriend was pissed when she heard that. She's like, she looked at me like, is he out of his goddamn mind? All you're trying to do is tell him, let him know you're giving him shout outs and he's wanting to be a fucking dick? She's like, what a fucking asshole. She said, what a fucking idiot. She's like, and then all of a sudden, I was hearing a lot of details about what he was saying and everything. It just ticked me off. I said, and it was kind of making me mad and everything. You know, I kept going. I just kept going with it. You know, and she was getting so pissed off. She didn't want to hear no more of it. She didn't want to hear no more of it. So she went off and grabbed my phone and disconnected it. You know, and got it out of the party chat, and she heard what he said. She heard something else, which I won't repeat what he said, but he basically threatened me. Okay, he basically threatened me with a copyright strike and some other things, and she's like, no, I'm not having this. I'm not having it. I'm done. I'm done with this mess. I'm taking out the. I said, well, and her face was redder. Well, her face was redder than this sign right here. He really fucking pissed my girlfriend off. You do not piss my girlfriend off. I swear to you, you do not. So he did. He pissed her off. She went walking over to my computer, and I said, sweetheart, what are you doing? She's like, I'm taking out the trash. She said, oh, nothing, just taking out the trash. So all of a sudden, she's like, I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't pay no attention to it. You know, I didn't pay no attention to it at all. You know, I didn't care what she did on my computer, you know. But she went on my channel. She went in the comment section where people was leaving comments and stuff, and she said, is his name, is that guy that was in the party chat with you and Daryl? Was that, and she said his name, I ain't gonna say his name, but I said, yeah, that's him, why? She's like, well, he's gonna be gone off your channel permanently, cause he's fucking banned. I'm not having no fucking kid to go off and sit here and insult my man like that. We ain't gotta put up with that shit. You tried. I heard what you said. I heard what you said to him. You tried to reason with him, and you told him you want to be his friend. But here he goes off and does all this shit, and then he goes off and threatens you with two different things. No way. No friend like that would do something like that. No, I'm not having that. this fucking idiot is banned for life, and he is never coming back to your channel. See, if I find him back in your channel, I'm breaking up with you. I said, no, hon. I said, sweetheart, no. You're right. He deserves a ban for what he said, and that son of a bitch is not coming back. He's a fucking idiot, and that's all, you know. And so we moved on. We moved on from it, you know. So and I looked, and she looked at my PSN, and she went out and took me out and took him off my friends list, but she didn't block him, you know. But I went on Xbox, and I literally went off and took him off my friends list on Xbox, and I permanently blocked him on Xbox as well. So good riddance to rubbish, and I never want to hear from that guy again, ever. And in fact, I even took him off of Discord, and I even blocked him on Discord as well. So I'm doing him like I did my ex-girlfriend. I wash my hands of him. He doesn't want to be my friend at all. I don't want to be somebody's friend who does not want to be my friend. So goodbye, and stay gone forever. And but as for Darrell, you know, Darrell can be in a party chat with him all he wants, you know. I don't mind, you know, because that's between Darrell and him, and that's it, you know. But Darrell, you know, bud, the reason why, that's the main reason why I stayed away from you when it comes to getting in the party chat with you when I'm not doing anything, especially when I'm not doing anything. That's why I stayed away from you on Xbox in the party chat for, is because I knew you're gonna have him with you, in there with you, and I don't want to be no part of it. As long as you're gonna be in the party chat with him, I'm staying away from you. I'm out of it. Okay, I'm staying out of it. I don't give a damn what he says to you. He can sit here and insult, and he can say whatever he wants to you. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm not, like I told you, I'm done with this drama crap. Okay, I really am. And so there you have it, everyone. So here is the schedule change. Okay, here is the big schedule change. I was supposed to go off and play Wu-Chain Fallen Feathers or something like that. That a lot of people have played, and even Tyrell Magnus was playing, doing a full gameplay of it, and I didn't see all his gameplay of it. I see him play a little bit of that, you know. And I know Darrell wanted me to play that game, and I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and play it for the Xbox Series S, and I'm gonna get my Game Pass back so I can and keep my Game Pass so I can go ahead and do that. Well, it turns out, everyone, Game Pass for 1 month is completely gone. It's sold out. It has been sold out for a couple of weeks now, and I can't even get it back. And now they're actually wanting you to buy a 3-month Game Pass for Xbox for $60 fucking. I'm sorry, but Microsoft, you can take that $60 3 months Game Pass for $60. You can take it, shine it nice, turn that son of a bitch sideways and stick it straight up your candy ass. I refuse to on that. And when it comes to Game Pass Core, it's like, it was $10, but they now knocked it up to $12 more. So now they knocked it up $2 more, so that's $12 for 1 month. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do it, and I've already talked to some people about it, and they said if you get Xbox Core, you cannot play Wu-Chain. They said it's only for, and that's only for Xbox Ultimate or something like that is not for core, so you won't be able to do anything like that for that. So which I said, I'm not doing that shit. I've already wasted $10 on core on Game Pass core long time ago, and it didn't work, so I'm not doing that shit. So here's what I'm going to do. Instead of playing Wu-Tang, excuse me, instead of playing Wu-Tang for the Xbox Series S, I am going to bring it here to the PS5, and I'm going to be playing it on PS5 instead. Now, when am I going to do that? I'm going to do it, and I'll tell you what's going to happen, okay? I've already did a premiere stream, I think last Thursday. Yeah, it was last Thursday when I did a premiere stream. I think last Wednesday or last Thursday, I'm not sure what day it was, but I did a premiere stream of you guessed it, y'all, the first Berserker. I gotta sit here thinking, like, wait a minute, should I play Wu-Tang first or play the first Berserker? And I gotta sit here thinking the first Berserker came out before Wu-Tang, so it wouldn't make no difference. So I said, well, fuck it, I'll go ahead and do. So here's the schedule. I'm gonna get you home and double no, I'm kidding. I'm gonna sit here. I'm going to go off and do the first Berserker first. When I beat it, okay, when I beat that game, I am going to sit here and switch over and do MINDSEYE, okay? When I get done with MINDSEYE, then I will switch over and I will do, I will go off and do Wu-Tang next, okay? Now y'all might be thinking, well, what about Dying Light 3, the Beast? Well, here's the thing is, when it comes out this month, when it does come out this month, I will put all the games on hold for right now, so I can go ahead and do a full gameplay of Dying Light 3, the Beast, okay? And then we will go from there with all the other games, okay? So, everyone, this is a little early for me to say. I haven't got hardly nobody a chance to do this yet. But there was a voting poll up on the channel, and it says, would y'all what would you like for me to do? And I put it on there saying, would y'all like for me after I do my live stream and end the stream, would y'all like for me to keep it live on demand? For when YouTube gets done processing it, y'all can sit here and come back and watch it later on demand, and there won't be no intros, no outros, no cuts, no nothing. And there's the other one that says, fix them up, then release them. And ladies and gentlemen, I have to let you know, the voting poll is officially closed. And everyone voted for forget the intros, forget the outros, forget about all the fixings on it, and just go ahead and release the gameplay. When you get, like, for example, when I'm live streaming my gameplay, okay, when I'm live streaming my gameplay and I'm done live streaming my gameplay, instead of putting it in private and get it fixed up and then release it on demand later, you know, y'all want me to go ahead and when I end the stream, while I'm doing like say like an hour, 3 hours and 30 something minutes video stream of gameplay, and then what y'all want me to do is when I end the stream, y'all want me to leave it like it is, wait until it gets done processing. When it's done processing and it goes live on my channel, y'all can watch it on demand with no intros, no outros, no fixings, no nothing, okay? It'll be kind of like what y'all seen on Tyrone Magnus' channel or DSP's channel, you know, and all that good stuff, okay? There won't be no cuts or nothing, there'll be no cuts, no editing, no intros, no outros, and I know, in fact, in the future, I'm gonna hear a lot of people bitching about it, saying, I want y'all, why don't you put intros, why don't you put outros in? We miss those. Well, y'all voted for this, y'all wanted it, y'all got it. And even Darrell's been asking, saying, Dragon, instead of fixing them up and then uploading them later and make them go live on their channel, why don't you just leave them up on leave them like it is, you know? I said, okay, no problem. Everybody's been wanting that as well, so that's what I'm gonna do. No problem. I ain't got no worries about that. So, here is some good news. Okay, everyone? Here's the good news. The good news is my health is good. I went and talked to the doctors, and the doctor says that my health is good. Everything's just fine, okay? I'm in good health and all that good stuff, okay? But here's the bad news. It seems like since the doctors made a mistake and boo-booed and decreased my medicines, and I'm not talking about half of them, I'm talking about all of them. They decreased all of them. And I just went back and they told me that my blood sugar, last time I went to talk to them, they said my blood sugar is going back to normal, which is good. Now they're telling me my blood sugar is going back to back up to 200 again. And it's back up to 180 or something like that. And they asked me, was I eating sugar or drinking sugar? And I said, I told you I ain't touching that shit. I told you I wasn't messing with that. I told you I'm done with it. And I am. And she said, well, I think it's the decrease in that medicine that we did. So when you have to go back to get your refills of your medicines again, we're going to go ahead and put an increase back into your medicines, and then maybe that'll knock it down, you know. And I said, something's got to happen, because I was like, well, half of me is feeling great, but half of me feeling like shit. And now I said, now that you decreased my medicine, I can tell y'all did, because now it's messing my body up, and it's messing me up, you know. And I'm having to sleep almost all the time now. So yeah, that's going down. So I got sitting here thinking, it's best after I get done live streaming, instead of putting them in private, fix them up, upload them to the channel, and then make them go live for y'all to see the intros and outros and all that good stuff, you know. I said, hell with it. I'm gonna change things up. We're not doing that no more. From here on out, since it's a lot of work for me, and since my blood sugar is not good anymore, and they can't keep it down, which I'm busting my ass trying to keep it down, and and something's got to give. Okay, something's got to give. So what I'm gonna do from here on out is I'm gonna start after I've done live streaming my gameplays, don't know what games I'm doing. If it went to 3 hour and something minute video stream, I'm gonna sit here in the stream, then let it get done processing on YouTube. And when it's done processing on YouTube, for those who had not get to see it, or whoever like there wants to see it later on again, you can play it back on demand and freely watch it as long as you want. People who has not seen it before and seen my gameplay yet, you can go in there and watch it, and if you like what you see, you can give it a like. Okay, give that video a like. It helps it out. It does help out a lot if you do that, a lot, you know. And I will be putting it in a playlist, and I will be putting a thumbnail on demand. That is not on stream, but I will be putting it on. I'll be putting a thumbnail on it on demand, letting you know what the game is, you know. And then you can click on it, watch it all you want. You know, there won't be no cuts in it or nothing like that. You know, I won't mess with it. You know. So that's the voting poll on that. Okay, that's the changes for my new schedule, for my gaming, for my live streams, gameplay streams, and all that good stuff. But yeah, thank you all so very much for watching, and please enjoy this little video clip I have just for you guys.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. She'd double-cross us like this.
We will use the legacy to heal that rift and make the world whole again. To do this, we need strength, an unstoppable trump card with enough power to bring order to the world.
Do you love her?
No, nothing like that.
Do you hate her?
For 10 years, we lived and died together. You couldn't possibly understand.
And you think you can kill her now?
Hey, don't you go getting any funny ideas.
We can't leave yet. I've still got one last job to do.
She's at the lake. She's waiting for you there.
We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy.
What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty. I've been waiting, Snake. Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
PlayStation.
Is this bloodshed really what you wanted? Fate is all set in stone. You can't change how it ends. will it take to finally awaken you?
PlayStation.
Okay, now we're gonna have some confusion going on around here, and I need to verify this and clear it up. Okay. People like Darrell's gonna be asking me this, gonna say, you know, Dragon, wait a minute, Dragon. You went and got Metal Gear Solid and Solid Delta and Snake Eater, and you got Wu-Tang. What about Mafia, the old country? I thought you was gonna get that too. Well, here's the thing is, everyone. I looked it up. It was gonna cost me $200 fucking to buy all of them, all three of them games. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. I'm not going through that shit. You know, I was like, well, I was like, I can't sit here and buy all three of those games because that's like $200 fucking. There's no way I can do that. So I gotta choose what game I'm going to get first. I'm going to get, you know. So then I decided. A friend of mine, I said there and said, well, a friend of mine went off and bought the game, Mafia 3 Old Country, and I think he said he wanted me to wait before wait right now, and so I can get his take on it. Okay, so I did. I waited, and he came to me and let me know. He said, Dragon, bud, save your $50. Save your $50. I was like, okay, what's that? He's like, he said, get Metal Gear Solid, Delta Snake Eater, and get the other game of Wu-Tang. Do not touch that Mafia 3, the Old Country. I was like, okay, well, or whatever hell they call it, the Mafia, the Old Country. I was like, okay, well, what's going on? What's up? He said, Bud, I hate to tell you this, but that game ain't worth it. He said, what are you talking about? He said, well, if you played part 1 and part 2, and I think it was part 3, I think Mafia the Old Country is part 4, I'm not sure. But he said, if you played all the Mafia games, then you played this one here already. You gotta be kidding me. He said, no, I'm not. He said, it's kind of like a sequel. He said, it's kind of like a sequel to all the other Mafia games. He said that's the reason why they didn't charge like $50 or $60 or $70 full price, because it's just like those other games you've already played. I said, oh my God. He said, yeah, thank God you didn't buy it. If you buy it, I said, I hadn't even got no games yet. He would save your money, bud. Don't get it. Don't get your. If anything, he's to wait until the price drops to between $20 or $30, or at least wait until it goes on PS Plus to get it. It's not worth $50. It's not. Save your money. And he said, that would be $200, by the way. He said, yeah. I said, yeah, it would be. And he said, there's no way. I wouldn't spend that much money. Not for 3 games. Are you? Who the hell are they kidding that shit? Shells including? You got that right. And I said, because I'm on a tight budget, you know, and I know Darrell, if he had a PS5 and he was wanting these certain games, you'd only get probably like one game, you know. He wouldn't get like 2 or 3 games, you know. He couldn't afford it, you know, especially with him having bills to pay. And he did right, exactly. So there you have it, everyone. That's why, for those who are wondering, for those like Darrell was wondering why I didn't get Mafia: The Old Country, it's because I seen a little bit of video. I also seen a little bit of video of some people playing it and a little bit of it, you know. But I didn't know. I didn't say. I was like, well, I don't know if I should get this or not, you know. And I talked to my friend who was actually beating this game, and he said it's not worth it. It is not. So that's why I did not go off and pre-order that. I didn't pre-order, or I didn't go off and buy that game like everybody was wanting me to, okay? That's the reason why. Thank you all for understanding. You'll have a wonderful day, and hopefully I will catch you sometime next week for the second gameplay, for part 2 of the first Berserker for the PS5.
We will not leave here until the heart of Argent is found. It is close.
The Horde will tear this village to pieces, but our time is running out. Soon, the humans will summon him.
King Nodi, we found the entry point. It doesn't make sense, sir.
The barrier is still holding, but our scans show that 3 portals were opened from inside the village.
The demons couldn't get past the barrier, so their followers are letting them in. Thira.
The transport. How much time?
Get me the new bishop. Valen's armored division is still an hour away.
We could try and launch the Outlands.
There's no time. Bishop Creed. We need him. The village of Colleen is a mining settlement. If it falls, everything will be destroyed, including your Sentinel energy reserves.
Launch the Slayer.
Total purification targeted for the village of Colleen. In 3, 2, 1, release.
You may now subscribe.